Okay, this is a Bell Howell 8mm movie projector. Model number is 254R, and you can get that right here on this little dial. And this is the cover. We're going to take that off and place that over here. And the reason I'm making this little video is because I was trying to learn how to use this old thing, and I didn't find anything explaining how to set it up and load the film. So I decided to learn, and with the help of my husband showing me a little trick, and I'm making my own video. So this is the reel here that you would attach your film to. This one is the return reel that's going to get the film as it's running through. And this is for 8mm only. It does not take Super 8. And I did learn from watching one of the other videos on this site, the difference, how you can tell, is the little holes that are in the film on the Super 8 is much smaller than the ones on 8mm, and the hole for the reel is much larger on the Super 8. So if you have a mix of different types of film, this will help you identify which is which. And so we're going to put on a film onto this right here, and just snaps in, and then you get it on there. And hopefully I don't get my arms in the way here, and let you know. The other thing about this I did notice is the little foot adjustment is under here to raise it up, to put it, and once you unscrew that, this front dial is what makes it release. So once you get it out and you have it at the height that you want it, just tighten this little dial here on the front of the projector, and that will make the height stay in the position that you put it in. So here we go. I'm going to move the camera just a little bit so you can see how we're doing this. And this is how it opens. You just grab it, hold here, and pull that open. And we're going to feed this underneath this little pulley wheel. And you want to, yeah, I think we're going to have to use a different one because this doesn't have any lead on it. So bear with me. Okay. So you want to make sure that you have quite a bit of the lead coming out, the white lead, and we're going to put that around the pulley and loop it around there. You want the holes facing you. That's how you'll know that you have it on correctly. The little holes will be facing you. So we're going to put that there and make sure that the most important thing here is where I messed up, was you need a large, quite a decent loop at the top here. Otherwise the film will go through too quickly and you'll get the flutter, flutter, flutter. It's got to make that right sound of the old time movie projectors. And that's how you'll know that it's running right and your picture will be viewable. So you're just going to place that there in front of the lens, hold it through, loop it underneath of this pulley, and make sure there's little teeth line up, and underneath this little pulley, and it'll be in there. So you have a nice loop. This loop here is very important. Then close your lens, and then you're going to, that's the other important. You need another, but we're going to have to do this a little differently. I have to take that back out of there, because you need a loop down at the bottom too. That's the little tricky part, to make sure that the film's not going through too quickly. So we have a loop at the top and a loop at the bottom. Here's the bottom and here's the top. All right, now we can shut the lens. And we're going to pull it around underneath of this guide pulley and across this guide. We're going to have to turn it on a little bit. And we have a off, motion, and lamp. So we're just going to move it, and this will direct it to reverse or forward. So right now, in the up position, it's in the forward. When it's down, it's in the reverse to send the film the other way. So we just need a little bit of slack here, and we're just going to turn it on. The film will come out, shut it off until you can get this end. I'm just an amateur, so we're going to leave a little bit more until we can get this end inserted into the little slit that's in the reel, so that the film will go on properly. And this takes some patience and can get on your last nerve, which it does. All right, and once you get it in that little hole or that little slit, you may want to hold it there a minute. Get it going on again. Now, I'll move this. I don't have a screen, but we're going to show you that once it starts going through properly, now we can turn the lamp on. And I'll show you, it's just on a window shade. I really don't have, lower that. Focus it. You can turn with this. And this is a parade. Looks like one of my high school parades. I was in the drill team. And the Girl Scouts, if you can see that, is what it looks like when it's going through. And you can hear that that's going through nice and smooth. Nothing's dragging or catching. The picture's not jumping up and down, so you know it's going through properly. And that's how you load the film on the Bell Howell 254R. We're going to shut it off. Actually, we're just going to run it through. And the reason we're going to run it through is because we want to show you how to rewind. Once the film goes completely through the picture, these are short video clips. Should only take a minute or so. You get to watch the parade from probably back in the 60s. And again, we'll show the projector. The bulbs for this projector, I do have the model number or the part number, but to identify the bulb, if you take this case off right here, the bulb is under there. It's very hot right now, so you want to make sure it's cooled off. But there will be a number on the actual bulb itself. And all you need to do to find the bulb that goes into any projector, I used to work for a projector company, a modern day projector. We sold bulbs, but we don't sell these anymore. The bulb number is on it, so it could be 3 letters and a number, or just 3 letters. you would go into Google search bar, type those 3 numbers like DEH or DEK, whatever it might be, and space and the word bulb, and you'll come up with sites that carry them. One of the more common companies that carry it is Interlight, INTERLIGHT. They sell all kinds of bulbs, and they usually have these old-time bulbs that you use in these projectors. I did Google the one for this one, and that bulb is now running about $54 from what I can see, but at least it's still available. There's many that are not anymore. They're hard to find, but they usually only have about 25 operating hours on them. It'll tell you on the site where you purchased a lamp, whether it be a GE or a Sylvania or whatever type of bulb that it is. It'll tell you the rating of how many hours that bulb is designed to run. It's not a whole lot of time, but 25 hours, that's a lot of films that you're going to be watching. So, all right, so this film's just about through. We'll let it go through completely, and we'll shut it off and rewind it back onto the original reel. So we'll shut that off, and we'll put you back here on the little pedestal thing there, and we're going to take the end of the film, and all you do to rewind it on here, take the end of the film, and you can take this off to put it back on there, and hook it in the same way you hooked it in the original one. There's a little slit in these things, just so that it grabs. Put that back in one. Turn this to reverse. You don't need the lamp on to do that, and you just turn the motion part on. And apparently it didn't grab. So you need it to grab, or else it's not going to work. And there it goes. And the tape is rewinding back onto your original roll. And this basically is film loading and operation on the Bell Howell 254R old-time 8mm movie projector, and it's instructions for dummies is how I'm going to put this title, because if you don't know anything about them, it can be a little frustrating. And that's it. And pack up is easy as well. Take these off. You pop these down to close it up, and that just moves like that. You want to release this little thing, makes it, unplug it and unplug it, and to operate or to wrap this so everything fits nicely in here. If you just push this plug down here into the reel like that, push the plug down in there sideways and get it tight until you can start wrapping the cord around your return reel and get it where it's tight and going flat. And then it fits right in here. There's a little slot lever there for it to fit nicely in. Put your cover back on. And that just snaps in with a little snap at the top. You push that down to lock it in place. And apparently I didn't do that. There you hear it snap. And you're good to go. And that's the operating and film loading and rewind on the Bell & Howell 254R. Thanks for watching.